Well, I'm delighted to say that the problem child, Jake Paul, joins us now. Jake takes on Tyron Woodley in Cleveland, Ohio, August 29th. Jake, great to see you. How are preparations going?
Amazing, man. Feeling better than ever. Best training camp I've gone through, and my skills are exponentially getting better day by day here. And we're coming in. We're coming in hot, to say the least.
So Tyron Woodley is the man that stands in your way. I've seen Joe Rogan label him as one of the best UFC welterweights of all time, a renowned striker. When the fight was announced, you said, I can't see this fight going past 3 rounds. Now you've had time in camp and camp is nearly finished. Do you want to reevaluate that?
Honestly, after this camp, like I said, 3, and now I'm thinking max two. But to be honest, the something in my heart tells me that it's going to be another one round fight. As crazy as that sounds, I think it's going to be a very, very short night for Tyron.
So far, we've had Anderson Gibb, first round, Nate Robinson, second round, Ben Askren, first round. Do you feel like you're riding this crest of the wave and you've got the momentum behind you and that you are improving with every fight?
I'm just built different. I have something inside of me that I think is just a natural born fighter with natural power. You can teach a lot of things, but you can't teach speed and you can't teach power. I think that's why my fights have ended so early. And when those 10-ounce granite gloves come on and I just grip them back and the knuckles are at the front of the gloves, like there's no way these people's heads can deal with this damage.
It's a new platform for you as well, a new deal with Showtime. Does that bring any added pressure that there might be a new audience that might be watching you for the first time and you have to go out there and impress?
It doesn't bring any added pressure. I've said let's hope Tyron is very, very prepared and is a lot better than I expected, because then the fight will go into the later rounds where I am actually a better fighter. Like in sparring, the first couple of rounds, like I'm usually like getting warmed up and I come alive in the back half of the fight. So I haven't really even gotten to like warm up in a fight yet. I haven't been hit in a fight yet. My first fight with Anderson Gibb, there was like a headbutt and his head like went straight into my nose in a clinch. Ben Askren hit me in the shoulder, but like I actually haven't been hit, which is hilarious to me. So hopefully Tyrone can hit me. Like I like to get hit in sparring and like wake up and be like, all right, this is a fight. We're really doing this. So we'll see what's in store. We'll see what happens.
It's particularly interesting for fans here in the UK because Daniel Dubois and particularly Tommy Fury are going to be boxing on the undercard. You and Tommy, there's been a bit of back and forth. There is no love lost. Let's cut straight to the point. Is this a collision course? If both of you win on August 29th, will you two fight each other next?
I'm winning on the 29th. I think Tommy has a hard fight in front of him that he doesn't even realize. Anthony's a very tough kid. And Tommy, who has Tommy really been in there with, right? These are all guys that have been put into the ring against him that, he knows he's going to beat. This isn't the case. This is his first time fighting in a fight that isn't 4 rounds. So, he looked tired in his 4-round fight. So I think he has a hard night ahead of him, but I did want him to, come to the UK, come to the US, get some exposure to a different audience, because I do think us fighting down the line, if he can win, it's a massive fight. He comes from a legendary family name and background, and social media, or like, I don't really even know how he got famous. I think he did like reality shows. So yeah, I mean, it could potentially lead to a path where you see Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury.
Tommy said that he is looking for retribution, that you crossed the line when you brought family and girlfriends into the argument, that he is going to break every bone in your face. How do you react to that?
It sounds like it sounds like someone handed him a script for him to read off of. I'm gonna break every bone in his face. Like, he's got nothing real to say. Like, you crossed the line, buddy. You crossed the line. Like, but this isn't sixth grade. This is the fight business. This is the boxing business. People get killed in this business, and so he boxes because he was told to do so by his dad. He doesn't have that real heart, that real fighter inside of him. He's doing this because it's something his brother did. It's something his dad did, and he sees it as a way to make some money. So if we ever get into the ring, I'm going to expose him for the that he is.
I just want to get your take on one of the arguments you can find online. On one side, you've got people saying Jake Paul has already won if he's got professional fighters scrapping to want to fight him and arguing and calling him out or appearing on his undercard to get the chance to fight him. On the other side of that, you've got people saying, well, as impressive as it is to date, you haven't actually fought a recognised boxer. You've got wins against former combat sport professionals or other YouTubers.
I understand the critics, right? There's always going to be critics when you're doing something different, unique, and when the whole world is watching. So, first of all, I don't care like what people have to say. And I think that's a lesson that everyone should take into their own lives. If they're watching this interview, don't listen to the haters. But look, I'm just starting in this sport, and I have gone up a step, maybe even 2 steps, maybe even 3 steps with some of these fights against world champions, Olympic athletes, people who are supposed to be amazing freak athletes. So, I'm just getting warmed up with what I can accomplish. And a lot of fighters in my position would have continued to fight celebrities or YouTubers or done all that stuff. Like, no, I want to become a world champion, and I'm taking the steps to get there. And time, I can't speed shit up, right? So as fast as we get these fights signed and delivered, I'm there and I'm ready to fight. And Tyron's been boxing for longer than me. So most people in my position and most professional boxers in my position, like Tommy Fury, are fighting guys who are 0-10 or who are the garbage guy who they pay to go in there and get knocked out. Tommy Fury's record of opponents is like 10 and 150 losses or 200 losses or something like that. I'm not fighting guys who are put in there to lose. So I'm the real deal, and people will see that.
Before I let you go, I just want to throw a couple of names at you, just to get one word or one line answers on each one. So first one, KSI.
Scared.
Conor McGregor.
Broke.
Austin McBroom.
Who?
Canelo.
My son.
Okay, well, before I get myself in any deeper trouble, just want to wish you all the best for August 29th. Go well, and thank you very much for joining us here on Sky Sports.
Peace out, man.